This morning, we remember Loni Anderson, one of the great American pop culture figures of the 1970s and 80s. The Associated Press reports she died yesterday at a Los Angeles hospital after a prolonged illness. Anderson's breakout role on the CBS sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati led to other roles in a world-famous romance.
A lot of turkeys don't make it through Thanksgiving.
Loni Anderson, the beloved television star who redefined the blonde bombshell stereotype, has passed away at the age of 79.
Let's get coffee for all the guys here.
I don't get coffee, Mr. Carlson. We agreed.
Any calls?
No.
Messages?
Nope.
Mail?
None.
Okay. How about lunch?
No lunch either.
Dinner?
Busy.
Okay. How about later at my place?
You're married, Herb.
Oh, yeah.
She was celebrated for her beauty, wit, intelligence, and for portraying the smartest person in the room on the hit CBS sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati.
Abuse problem. You apologize, but then it happens again.
Beauty is not something that's hard to come by in this city. So if they were looking for the most beautiful girl in the town, I wouldn't be it. So I had to fall back on my talent. And my looks could help me get in the door, but they won't help you stay there.
Over her long career, Loni earned 2 Emmy nominations and captivated audiences with her charisma, both on and off screen.
Lovely to go, not really aging gracefully because I'm kicking and screaming all the way, but it still is nice to embrace.
But she was equally known for her personal life, including her high-profile marriage to Hollywood icon Burt Reynolds, a relationship that made endless tabloid headlines in the late 1980s and early 1990s. From 1988 to 1990, Loni headlined TV movie remakes of several Hollywood classics: Leave Her to Heaven, in the role made famous by Gene Tierney, Sorry Wrong Number, stepping into Barbara Stanwyck's shoes, and 3 Coins in the Fountain, where she brought her signature glamour to the romantic drama. Before her breakthrough on WKRP, Loni had already built a solid TV resume. She guest starred in popular shows like SWAT, Policewoman, Barnaby Jones, and Phyllis. She even auditioned for the role of Chrissy Snow on Three's Company, a part that ultimately went to Suzanne Summers. In 1978, she read for the role of Jennifer Marlowe on WKRP in Cincinnati, created by Hugh Wilson. Initially, she turned it down. Loni explained in a 2020 interview that the character seemed like nothing more than window dressing, a pretty receptionist there only to deliver lines and fill space. But then Hugh Wilson asked her, "Well, how would you do it?" Loni's answer would change television. Wilson decided to make Jennifer glamorous, like Hollywood legend Lana Turner, but also make her the smartest person in the room. It was a twist on the typical TV blonde stereotype, and one that Loni embraced wholeheartedly. Her Jennifer refused to take dictation, refused to make coffee, and never allowed anyone to underestimate her intelligence. Across WKRP's 90-episode run from 1978 to 1982, Loni appeared in all but one episode, leaving an indelible mark on the show. She earned Emmy nominations in both 1980 and 1981, losing only to Loretta Swit of MASH and Eileen Brennan of Private Benjamin. After WKRP, Loni continued to take on diverse roles. In 1983, she starred opposite Burt Reynolds in Stroker Ace, playing a Sunday school teacher who falls for a NASCAR driver. Her relationship with Reynolds began in 1982, a year after they met on The Merv Griffin Show. At the time, she was still married to actor Ross Bickle, and he was involved with actress Sally Field. Eventually, both became single, and sparks flew. On April 29, 1988, the couple married in a lavish ceremony at Reynolds' 160-acre ranch in Jupiter, Florida. During the wedding, Reynolds presented Loni with a stunning 7-carat canary yellow diamond ring, surrounded by smaller white diamonds, a ring he had personally designed. She was 41, he was 52. Actor Robbie Benson, who attended, described them as the perfect couple, like the figures on top of a wedding cake, only bigger. But behind the glamour, trouble brewed. The marriage would end in 1993, and their divorce would become one of the bitterest and most public splits in Hollywood history. Reynolds accused her of infidelity and called her unfit to raise their adopted son, Quentin. Loni countered with allegations that Reynolds had abused her and was addicted to painkillers. the headlines were relentless, with Reynolds even joking during press interviews about their highly publicized battles. The divorce was finalized in 1994, but their financial ties weren't fully severed until 2015, when Reynolds sent her a final check for over $150,000. And yet, despite the bitterness, Loni later revealed that they occasionally met for the sake of their son. When Reynolds passed away in 2018, she even spoke at his funeral and kept his ashes. Away from the tabloid drama, Loni kept working. She starred in the short-lived Partners in Crime with Linda Carter, reunited with Hugh Wilson for Easy Street, and made memorable appearances in Melrose Place, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Clueless, The Mullets, and the cult comedy A Night at the Roxbury. She also played Tori Spelling's hilariously materialistic mother in the 2006 sitcom So Notorious. Loni K. Anderson was born on August 5, 1945, in St. Paul, Minnesota. Her father, Claydon, was an environmental chemist, and her mother, Maxine, was a model. Naturally a brunette, Loni once said she loved the mystery it gave her. People weren't sure what nationality she was, and she could easily play the villain. Her acting career began on stage in Minneapolis. Wearing a blonde wig, she played the lead in Born Yesterday, a role made famous by Judy Holliday. She later appeared alongside veteran actor Pat O'Brien, who encouraged her to try her luck in Hollywood. In 1975, she moved to Los Angeles with then-husband Ross Bickle, dyed her hair platinum blonde, and began finding steady TV work. Though she didn't land the Three's Company role, John Ritter later admitted that she was too beautiful and too savvy for audiences to believe she couldn't pay her own rent. Her personal life eventually settled into something quieter. In May 2008, she married folk singer Bob Flick of the Brothers Four, a man she had first met more than 45 years earlier. Together, they shared a blended family of children, grandchildren, and step-grandchildren. Loni's passing leaves behind her daughter Deidre, son Quentin, husband Bob, 2 grandchildren, 2 step-grandchildren, and countless friends and fans who adored her. A private family service will be held at Hollywood Forever Cemetery with a public celebration of her life planned for a later date. In lieu of flowers, the family requests donations to the National Lung Health Education Program and the American Cancer Society. In a heartfelt tribute, her longtime manager Steve Sauer said, "Loni was a class act. Beautiful, talented, witty, always a joy to be around. She was the ultimate working mother, putting family first while maintaining a brilliant career. We had wonderful adventures together that I will forever cherish, and I will especially miss that infectious chuckle of hers." Loni Anderson was more than just a television icon. She was a woman who brought intelligence, strength, and humor to everything she did, both on screen and off. She broke stereotypes, made audiences laugh, and inspired countless women to embrace both beauty and brains. Rest in peace, Loni. Your light, your laughter, and your legacy will never be forgotten.